Saturday morning here at the Hotel Orloff here in scenic Rural Retreat, Virginia. It's the Grottu Orloff show, and we're going to look at some more comic books, and then we're going down to the basement to do our Saturday morning radio show. So that's the plan. It's now 5:08 a.m. on April the 18th, 2026. 2 days till my birthday. Got a cool birthday card from Thomas Fairfowl, from Jeff. Thomas Fairfowl is his name here on YouTube. He's been sending me some cool postcards leading up to my incredible birthday celebration. So this is my. So he sent. Let's look at this beautiful birthday card, and he sent some wonderful presents. And Charlton 66 sent me some great stuff, and my wife has gotten me a present. So I guess it's my birthday because I got presents. So thank you guys. Let's put this in this honored place right here. There we go. If I told you once, I told you. This is a terrible Canadian show. It's the hilarious House of Frightenstein. And I've always said that when they tell you it's hilarious, it's not hilarious, but you would think it's a great show because it's a monster show. It's got all kinds of monsters. It's got Frankenstein. It had Vincent Price come on occasionally and do little, say a few things. They've got a Dracula type guy. It's just not. It's not funny. But anyway, it comes on at 5 o'clock in the morning on Throwback Television. But and Throwback Television has been not working this last week since about Tuesday, but now it's working, and that's good. But now I'm going to turn the channel because over on another channel on Saturday morning at 5 they show Marvel cartoons, but they start with Spider-Man cartoons, so I already have a complete set of all the Spider-Man cartoons on DVD downstairs, so I don't. That usually stops at 5:47 exactly. That's when they show the 66 Marvel superhero cartoons. So let's turn this on, IOTV, and look at a few comics, and then move ahead with our incredible day. I had to go out of town yesterday, and my car almost immediately overheated. And then I had some coolant in the car, and that seemed to fix the problem. I've got a coolant leak. That's something that I've known about, so we're going to get that fixed. And then the check engine light on my car. Turns out my catalytic converter is no longer just failing, but it's completely failed. So I think that a catalytic converter is a couple $100, right? So I guess I'll get that dealt with, and then maybe the car will be running as well as a car that's been completely totaled can. I mean, it's totaled not from a wreck, but from enormous hail. It really looks like someone beat it with a baseball bat. A couple of years ago that happened. Oh, we had some damage to the house. Tuesday we had strong winds. I went out to walking down the steps. There's all this grass, and I was like, "What is this?" Then I see some plastic sheets of. Yeah, it turns out the balcony upstairs, the ceiling had the wind. It had been sagging. It wasn't installed right by the previous owners. Anyway, the wind blew it, and some of it's hanging, and so I'm gonna have to get someone to put a new little fake ceiling under that. The wonders of. Well, that's my problems, but there's a lot of wonderful things going on too. Okay, like Marvel Presents, I think is what we were looking at. I woke up in the middle of the night and did a show. It hasn't fully uploaded yet. It's taken forever to upload, so now I'm doing another show before the last show even gets uploaded. But in the last episode, we looked at Marvel Age, we looked at Marvel Presents, we looked at, no, we didn't look at Marvel. We looked at Marvel Premiere, Marvel, what was that? Marvel, what was that kind? I forgot its name. Marvel Fanfare, you know, it wasn't that great an episode. You probably don't need to watch it. It's me in the middle of the night with insomnia. Okay, so we left off starting with Marvel Presents, and this is my first issue of Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, the Guardians of the Galaxy, as seen in that movie, is a very recent creation that didn't exist until, it seems like, the last 10 or 15 years. But the Guardians of the Galaxy that started in the 60s was different. The only character that you actually see in the movie is this guy, played by Michael Rooker, but he doesn't look anything like that in the movie. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy as it was when I was a kid, and wasn't a comic book that ever succeeded, but they would occasionally bring them back, put them, you know, in some comic, hoping that they'd catch on. But they never really did. But you know, they were a cool group. This is before Star-Lord. They've got Starhawk at that point. Star-Lord. When did Star-Lord first? I think Star-Lord started right after Star Wars came. I could be wrong, but I remember there was a Star-Lord magazine, black and white comic magazine done, you know, Warren style by Marvel. And a couple issues of that I remember buying. And then I just don't really remember how he became part of the... Wait a second. Here's a Star-Lord. This is 81, so that would be after that Marvel magazine. Yeah, that's 1981. Marvel Premiere 61. Okay, so anyway, what was on the screen was more complete. All the characters were altered personality-wise and everything. I think it was a tremendous job done by James Gunn. I give him credit for that. I mean, I enjoyed the Superman movie last summer when I watched it, and then afterwards I started to get a bad taste after I saw the Peacemaker series, which I thought was unnecessarily perverse, and for something that came from a comic book, and that he had shared characters with his Superman movie, I thought that was not wise, because it's going to make kids that saw Superman want to watch Peacemaker, which is like showing Caligula, the unrated Caligula, to the young. It's just not, it's wrong. So I started to, get bitter on all of that. So who cares what I think? All right. How about that? It's an interesting logo up there. Okay, so looks like the New York Times or something. Okay, Marvel Presents 4. Another copy of Marvel Presents 4. Now, this one coming up, this is the first time I bought a Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which would have been in June of... Damn, I can't read that. June of 76. Okay, so that would have been This would have come out in April of '76. So I bought this when I was living near Seattle in Tacoma, Washington, 5th grade, and I was experimenting to see, it looked interesting. This is very. You flip open this comic, and you have to admit it looks interesting. So that's this issue. This one is actually probably the physical childhood copy that I bought. So, number 6. You can tell that the giant 25-cent logo means that it's about to change to 30 cents. 7. Don't worry, we'll get to the music soon. It won't take long. Those of you wanting to hear the music. Okay, here's another copy of 7. It looks like I don't have number 8. Oh, I gotta turn this down, man. This music in the background's gonna get me. Ultra copywritten, everything, by Disney that bought up a lot of stuff. It's weird. Number 9. That just having the sound of these cartoons in the background will get you a copyright claim. That would be from Disney. Now, when the Fantastic Four cartoon plays, that gets you a copyright claim, not from Disney, but from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers bought the Hanna-Barbera, all the Hanna-Barbera characters, and it's weird that Fantastic Four is actually now the Hanna-Barbera cartoon is the property of Warner Brothers. That's why the Fantastic Four 1967 cartoon is not on Disney Plus or Disney Prime or whatever you call it. Okay, Marvel Presents 10. This team was sort of introduced at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 after the closing credits, and they had Sylvester Stallone playing one of them, as I recall. Looks like I've got a bunch of copies of issue 11, and that's all. When that happens, it's all by accident. It's me going through dollar bins, and I'm not sure if I have that comic. Maybe I ought to just err on the side of safety. And this is where we were introduced to Alex Ross, and it was amazing. And I don't remember, was this in the late 80s? Well, it could have been in the 90s, but I can't imagine. Well, Kingdom Come was in the late 90s. That was an amazing comic. It was even more amazing in the fact that it came out during the 90s, in the late 90s. It was amazing. But the Marvel's comics, where Alex Ross debuted, I just can't remember when that was. Just don't know. But here's one that's not bagged and boarded. That will help us know. 94. Incredible, because if you looked at the other comics coming out in 1994, they were incredibly bad. This isn't part of. This is just like showing his character sketches. This isn't part of the actual story. This was some after, or is it? I don't know. I don't think so. Here's the little kitten. She's fine. She's playing with my sunglasses. This kitten just got fixed on Tuesday, which I feel real guilty doing that. Because she's had this little toy dog that's about this big, little white toy dog that she's had since she was a kitten. Well, she's still a kitten. I mean, she's still pretty young. We've had her since September anyway. This after the night after she'd had the hysterectomy, she was on the floor playing with that little dog and making the saddest meow like this was her baby. You know, it's like when after and Drew plays house with these little green toys she has and brings food to them. And and this little cat here, Charlie, also known as Charlotte the cat, brings that little white dog toy to the water bowl and puts its head into the water, into the water fountain she drinks from. So she's trying to feed. So she's got this maternal instinct, and I don't know. This is some kind of sequel to Marvel's, but see, this whoever this guy painting is not Alex Ross. It's just not the same. They try, but this has got good writing because I haven't read. This was pulled out of like dollar bins, but I've been told by Eric Breen that Brubaker, whenever you see his name, it's good. It's just the only thing is it's. At any other time, you would say, "Well, that's great artwork," but when you've seen Alex Ross, it's just it's not as good. I mean, yeah, if Alex Ross never existed, I'd say, "Wow, look at that cover." But unfortunately, he existed, and he still exists, and now he's used by Marvel to sell books exclusively because of their covers. He's like Marvel's George Wilson. You know, George Wilson was the cover painter for those Gold Key comics, and a lot of times the comics, once you open them up, the art was just not up to par with the amazing George Wilson cover that looked like an old pulp. There's Marvel Saga #1. These are This is the history of the Marvel universe, and it's not. I mean, they're good for kids to learn about the history of Marvel. 3, but it's not really. It's panels pulled from old comics with text. It's not really a comic. Here, do I have them all? It seems like I should have the whole series just pulling out of dollar bins. Here's one that's not bagged and boarded, so I can show you what it looks like. Oh, they're okay. Anyway, this is Marvel Saga number, and it was not. I don't know. These things didn't have ads. You see, it has text, and then it has panels taken from old issues. So, and this was done in 1986. Well, 1986 comics weren't completely. It wasn't until the 90s that things got real bad. Here's 7. It tells everything in kind of chronological order that happened during the Silver Age. This is Spider-Man trying to join the Fantastic Four in the first issue of Spider-Man. Number 9. Okay, Spider-Man meeting Dr. Octopus for the first time and the Angel's origin. How long did this series go on? It might have been because it was the 25th anniversary of the Fantastic Four, so that was maybe why they did this. Here's 10. I say this is very off-putting to collectors, so this usually is something you can pick up in the dollar bins. I'm old enough that I remember when they were quarter bins or 50-cent bins. And here's 10 again. 10 again. 11. 12. Okay. Complete Origin of Daredevil. 13. This is a Daredevil issue. I'm missing 14, but I have 15. There are other channels you can watch where everyone has every single issue, complete runs. Those, I recommend you watch them. They're much better than this channel. Here's that. 15's missing. Here's 17. They're fascinating channels. Okay, 17. I'm missing 18. Here's 19. So, these heroic Kirby-like poses. 20. 21. And I'm missing 22. Here's 23. Nice cover. Okay, now we move to Marvel's Greatest Comics. Now, the early issues of Marvel's Greatest Comics, well, originally it was called Marvel Collector's Item Classics, and I have those in Silver Age boxes. The first Bronze Age Marvel's Greatest Comic, this is everything I'm showing you here is Bronze Age and higher, so nothing I'm showing you is going to be older than 1972 or early. We could play some music. We don't have to have total silence. Let's play some music. Okay, we have 17 minutes. Okay, so this is reprinting the Galactus trilogy here. So this probably has some value to collectors. It's the first time that was reprinted. And it would be reprinted again the next time in Marvel Treasury Edition number 2. 35. 36. Yeah. 37. Of course, these are all new covers. These early 20-cent issues, you can kind of tell them from the later ones. I'm missing several issues, 37 to 41, but I have the real issues. In this era, I have a lot of the original Fantastic Four comics, because I was buying those in the late 70s. But look at this, 37. Notice that I've shown you this before, the way that there's some space between the M and the A, and between the A and the R. And then by issue 41 here, a few months later, they've tightened up the letters. You see that? It looks better now. That's just because they started doing this strip across the top. I call it a cigar band. I don't know what the official term that's been coined by collectors, if there is one. There used to be a corner box. The corner box comics, I keep them on the corner box. Those are Silver Age. I keep them in separate boxes. They're too sacred to be mixed with these later periods. Although the Bronze Age, this period here, I consider this great. And you know, Captain Strangelove says this should be considered part of the Silver Age. I would go with that, but I don't want to have to move comics from one box to another again. Hey, don't do that, Charlie. Charlie's licking her incision. I don't want her doing that, right? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Here's 44. Yeah, Jack Kirby created a new costume for Sandman. 44. I'm missing 45, 46. Here's 47. That's the original cover. So is that last one from the 60s. It's just been recolored. The thing about this time period, Stan Lee always told Marie Severin, who did all the coloring of the covers in the 60s, he always told her, brighten that up, that's too dark. And she wouldn't listen to him. And she told the new people, so just don't listen to him. And then when the comic sold, he had no leg to stand on. So she continued to do the kind of muted colors that she'd done on the EC comics that she had colored, about 10, 12 years before. So, but when, in this time period, when they reprinted the art for the reprint comics, Stan Lee had the art brightened up. So this is kind of the way Stan Lee would have had it colored if Marie Severin listened to him. Okay. Here's number 50. Sometimes the coloring is pretty close to the original. And 51. 52. This is the first. This is my first copy I bought of Marvel's Greatest Comics. Right after I discovered the Fantastic Four, this is very important to me. This issue seems like I have it bagged and boarded. It was bagged and boarded at one time, but it was at least bagged. But it looked so bad, I thought this must be hurting the comic. It's a reprint of Fantastic Four 69, October 74. So August of 74, that's when I became aware of Marvel superheroes. Before, I was just into the monster stuff. Werewolf by Night, Tomb of Dracula, Monster of Frankenstein, all of that stuff. 54. Here is 55. This is pretty... that's pretty much what the original coloring looked like, as I recall. I'm missing 56, 57, 59. I don't worry about copyright on claims, because this music is stuff that I created on Suno.com, and when you have that plan where you actually pay them, the music is technically owned by you, so I'm not going to file a copyright claim on myself. Here's 60. 61. 62. Oh man, will this go on forever? 63. They're getting lazy and they're not doing new covers. These are the extra, which is fine because the artwork on the original covers was amazing. So here's 64. It's just, now at this point you're just getting to see the covers with new coloring. 65, like you hand a crayon, you hand a coloring book to a different kid and you get a whole different looking picture. 66. 68. 69. 70. We're up to 1977, about the time that Star Wars came out. Here's 71. 72. 73. Now we're up to these. These stories were kind of, I think Jack Kirby had seen that Star Trek episode where they went to the planet where everyone's a gangster, because a previous Starfleet captain or somebody had left behind a book on gangsters of the 1930s and 20s on that planet, and they had used it as a Bible. It was a race that was very imitative, and so it came from the stars. It was like their Bible, so everyone was like a gangster or a gun moll, and Kirk and Spock had to dress like gangsters. I think that's what Kirby was inspired by there, like he was inspired by Planet of the Apes for Commandy, even though he said he'd never actually watched Planet of the Apes. But I think you can get the gist of what Planet of the Apes is just from a few sentences in Life magazine or something. Here's 79. Here's 80. '81. '82. I love Leslie Gore. '83. '85. I don't know when the comic stopped, but that's the last issue I have of it. The Mighty Thor in Marvel Spectacular. This is Thor reprints. So that's great. Here's Marvel Spectacular 3. Marvel Spectacular number 9. Marvel Spectacular number 10. This is how kids of the 1970s were introduced to Kirby. It was the thing was Kirby was over at DC at this time, and Marvel was still, but Kirby was still on the stands in Marvel Comics through these reprint titles. And it wasn't difficult to see as a kid that when you opened up these books, you realized, oh, Kirby used to be a lot better. This artwork's a lot better than it is over in those DC books that are new. Vince Coletta, there's a lot of angry people on Facebook that say he just ruined Kirby's original art. He didn't draw all the detail, but it looks pretty good to me. I mean, but if you see the original artwork, there was a lot of detail he left out. They say Vince Coletta had this giant mansion with a swimming pool and everything. It's like, how did he make that money being an art? I don't know. People like to talk a lot of shit about these artists and writers and creators that passed away, that created things that we love. It's like, how do you collect Marvel Comics, but you hate Stan Lee, you hate Vince Coletta, you hate this person, you hate everything. Every time you pick it up, you just a comic, you just get angry. Why did Stan Lee change that? It's like, why did he do that? He's such an idiot. You know, it's like, why would you collect something that just picking it up makes you mad? You know, it's like every time. Doesn't make any sense to me. You might as well just collect stamps or something. Just forgive people. We're all just mere mortals, people, you know. Make mistakes, people, but here's where they say a lot of the lies started, that Stanley took credit for stuff that he shouldn't have there, and it's sometimes your memory just does, you know, like what sometimes I do on Suno.com. This I'll put in, okay, I put in 1963 girl group Brill Building, because the robots know the Brill Building is where all these songwriters like Carole King and wrote all the great songs that we heard, like the Shirelles and everyone sang. They all came from these writers at the Brill Building. Then the songs would be farmed out to all these acts that would sing the songs. So people didn't really necessarily sing their own. It wasn't until like people like Dylan and stuff that they became the singer-songwriters, right? They actually wrote their own songs they were singing. That was a novel thing. Like Leslie Gore, we just heard, she didn't write any her own music, but it was great. So that's how you can get like a Leslie Gore sound. Put in Brill Building, and then girl singer or four girl singers. I'm going to create a girl group sound or something, or maybe I want a ballad, and then I'll put in like I'm in love with Frankenstein. Sometimes I'll write all the lyrics out. Sometimes I'll just put in one sentence, like my boyfriend is a pile of garbage. And then I'll press the button, and then a few seconds later, I let the AI robots come up with all the lyrics. And they come up with this great song. It's hilarious because there's a sense of humor in this AI, which makes me wonder whether it isn't just actually some demonic influence, like Nephilim, being able to work through the crystals in the computer. And I'm just wondering if there's not. We'll find out eventually so listen to this song. That sounds real. To me, it's pretty close to real, but that's AI. But all the girls carry flamethrowers on the beach. That stuff I add. But anyway, all right, we're going to go to Shit City instead of Surf. That's the song I did last summer. My point is, Stan Lee says, I want you to have a character that looks like this and that. I want him to do this. And then they say, okay, Mr. Lee, or okay, Stan. And then they go out and draw it all and then hand him that. And then he puts in the words. And it's like, yeah, but they created a lot of the story. He just gave them the germ, the seed of it, and what he wants it to be like. And so now I listen to the songs, man. I created that, but I didn't play all the instruments. I didn't actually write the music. Some robot did that. And so, but I get this feeling of that must be what it was like to be Stan Lee. You start feeling that you had more creation than you really did. This is a great issue the original Thor issue here. This is from Thor 143. This is the issue that was reprinted, I think, in Origins of Marvel Comics, or the sequel, Son of Origins of Marvel Comics, because I remember this, where Thor's in a soda shop in the 60s, and all the girls are like, oh, he's so dreamy. What are they saying here? Even a thunder god may feel the pangs of thirst. Shit. Oh, it's time for me to... I gotta move you, man. It's time for me to record... Oh, shit. Let me pause this. Okay, well, I made it. I had to put a disc in real quick to record whatever Marvel cartoon is about to start. Here's Charlie the cat, also known as Charlotte. So we... This channel, IOTV, IOTV is a blanket thing that has a bunch of channels under it on Roku, and one of them is called, I think it's called Boomerang Revisited or something, and it's... I'm on... I better stop this. Okay, anyway, that is on Saturday, Sunday mornings they play superhero stuff, so that's why I record it. Even though I probably have all of this stuff on the different formats, but okay, that's enough about that. Here's 15. These were fun comics to get, in the 70s, and then of course, a Lone Star Comics opened in the summer of '77 in my town, and then I was able to get real copies of the Fantastic Four and Thor from the '60s. Here's Marvel Spotlight #2 on Werewolf by Night. I think Marvel Spotlight #1 was Red Wolf. So that's the first Werewolf by Night. Here's #3. And these were what I was initially attracted to as far as Marvel goes, were these. There's another copy of 3. The monsters are what got me at first, and I think what caused me to ask my mom to get Marvel Treasury Edition #2 of the Fantastic Four was that it looked like a monster comic. It had the Thing, and there's another copy of 4. Okay, I bought this from the 7-Eleven down the street from me in Hampton, Virginia, when it came out in 2nd grade. This is a sought-after comic, even though Ghost Rider has been made into movies, but I don't think they weren't really part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It seems like they were before they started doing the good movies. Well, they used to be good movies when Iron Man came out. They were. I never even watched the Ghost Rider. I heard it was bad, but I love the comics. Man, Mike Klug, you just don't see artwork like this anymore. I don't know why you don't. This is my childhood copy, #8. Look at that logo. If you watched last episode, I was kind of like looking at how terrible the Ghost Rider logo was in the 90s, but that's a great logo there. That's a logo. For those of you that call it trade dress. This up here, well, that's part of the trade dress. That's part of it. It's how I can hold this up at a distance, and what a trade dress is what causes you to recognize 10, 20 feet away when you're passing a newsstand that's a Marvel comic. It's how you are in a supermarket and you can see the soft drink aisle a few aisles over, and you can tell they have Coke and they have Sprite. The Coke has a red can. It has the stripe. It's cursive letters. Even if you were in another country and Coca-Cola was written in a different language, you could tell that's a Coke. That's the trade dress. And some people, like recently, they started doing these covers, virgin covers without this, and they say with no trade dress. But this, that's a term I've never used, but this here is the logo. That's what's important to me. And that's why Saul Brodsky was so important in the early days of Marvel. He was creating those great logos for The Amazing Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. Here's issue 12. And then, of course, people come along and have these great ideas to change the logos, and they're never as good as the original. They really were hyping Satan in these comics in the 70s. This is before The Exorcist came out, isn't it? 20 cent, yeah, I think, or it was right as it was coming out. The Exorcist came out, I think comics were still 20 cents. But anyways, all the devil stuff came from, where did it start culturally? I mean, there was Rosemary's Baby in the 60s. Some of the hippies got into Christianity, and some of them got into witchcraft and stuff. And I I've got a bunch of copies of this issue. But he was a good guy. He was the son of Satan, but he was rebelling against his father. So, and I still think that maybe National Lampoon had Neil Adams do a fake comic in there called Son of God about Jesus Christ as a superhero. And I think that some of the young guys at Marvel saw that and said, well, let's do a Son of Satan. I'm pretty sure that National Lampoon did it first. I'd have to align the dates on that. This is I remember buying this one at the PX at Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio. I wonder if there's a little stamp on it. Or maybe it has a Mark Jewelers insert. Wouldn't that be exciting? Here's 15. It just now, I mean, The Exorcist was a huge cultural phenomenon when it came out. It was, it's interesting. I hear a lot of people are converting to Catholicism lately. It's like a big trend among the young. And I think people realize there's something missing in their lives with the cell phones. Cell phones are great. I mean, there's a lot you can do with them, like I'm doing this show, but there is a real problem with addiction to them. Here's 18. Just people walking around staring at them. And I'm guilty of it too, you know, it's everyone's. Okay, Charlie the Cat, stay back a little bit. Okay, here's 19. I got a lot of these ones. A lot of these. Another copy of 19. This must be, shit. It's okay, it's okay. I gotta get backing boards. Shit. 20. 21. The cat's telling me, stop, look at those satan. She's walking on these. I don't want you falling, man. That's my main concern. You just had surgery. 22. After we finished with, she was a good character, Satana. She was an attempt to, basically an attempt for Marvel to do their own Vampirella. That and Lilith, Dracula's daughter, was another attempt. 23. Both good characters. But they thought, well, we can put these characters into the black and white magazines that we are doing an imitation of Warren and maybe have our own Vampirella breakout character. There's Seventh Voyage of Sinbad adaptation with issue 25, except, let me think here. This was a good 15 years after this movie came out in theaters, but Golden Voyage of Sinbad was coming out at that time, and that was, Marvel adapted Golden Voyage of Sinbad in, what was the name of the comic they did? It might have been in Supernatural Thrillers or some other comic Marvel put out, and so they must have gotten the rights from Charles Schneer, producer, Harryhausen, whoever, to do also the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, which was the best of all the Sinbad movies, of course. This is not the first appearance of Moon Knight. He was in Werewolf by Night, and for some reason I just skipped that month on Werewolf by Night, so I don't have that high dollar issue. This is definitely the first appearance of Spider-Woman, and I think that Spider-Woman and She-Hulk, from what I understand, were created just to keep other people from using those names, because I think technically another company could have come up with a Spider-Woman, just like Marvel did a Wonder Man in the Avengers, right? And, I mean, DC could have just gotten just as chafed about that, but they never created their own Wonder Man over at DC, so. Okay, here's more of the history of Star-Lord. So this is 1980, number 6. So the Star-Lord The first Star-Lord I think I saw was in a black and white magazine in 70, right after Star Wars came out. Maybe the next summer. It might have been 78. But this is Steve Ditko, Captain Universe. I might need to go get breakfast real quick. Marvel Super Action. That's Captain America 100 reprinted there. Marvel Super Action. Never came back to that. Okay, let me see here. I'll be right back. When this channel puts Iron Man cartoons on, they have German subtitles, I notice. But the other Marvel cartoons don't have that they play on here. And then Throwback Television shows Marvel cartoons as well. How they're getting away with it, like I said, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so we were looking at these Steve Ditko comics, Captain Universe. And then we were looking at Marvel Super Action is what we're looking at. These are reprints of Captain America comics. This is a reprint of Captain America 102. So they started reprinting these with Captain America 100. That's 3. And the number 4 is a comic that probably no one cares about, but this is very significant to me because in the summer of 77, I saw in the local paper a comic book store. It opened in my town, and it was called Lone Star Comics. And I guess my mother or dad drove me there because I was 12. Same summer that Star Wars came out. And I bought some comics. And they had new comics. They had old comics. They had science fiction paperbacks. They had some underground comics behind, kind of over in the corner behind the counter. They had magazines, and this is one of the comics I bought from Lone Star Comics. The first time I went there, like within a week of its opening, and it's reprints from the 50s. And I think they later changed the name of this character to something else and used him. But anyway, this was something I bought. So this is from the summer of 1977. This is how these bags get. Okay, so that's important to me. Number 5, I guess. Well, cat, I don't want you doing that. Okay. All right, so they take a break for one issue to do Marvel Boy, and then they go back to the Captain America. Don't go up there. Number 5. I'm missing a few issues. Here's number 8. I don't know. It's reprints of the 60s. Then here's number 10. Number 11, that's a new cover they've added on. That's not a... Would have been better to keep the original cover. I don't know. The original cover would have been better, I think. 11. Here's a reprint of the Jim Steranko cover. It's 13. And 18, they're doing the Avengers, and that's the first Vision. Okay, and then Marvel Superheroes is the earlier issues. It's already on 32, but this would be the beginning of the Bronze Age for Marvel Superheroes. I have a lot of Marvel Superheroes title, but it's in Silver Age boxes. But this is reprints of the Hulk and Submariner from Tales to Astonish. Which is what this is. This cartoon here is adapting stories from Tales to Astonish. So, like these, oh, how wonderful. These stories here would be made into these cartoons. This is so amazing. Jack Kirby did the layouts, and then Bill Everett is inking over those. And Bill Everett has a very distinctive style that is, it's creating a weird hybrid of their two styles that's wonderful. Wonderful with the same kind of magic that you get from Maurice Severin's art. Yeah, which is probably what's making this man smiling. That's why he's smiling, to seeing Bill Everett inking Jack Kirby. 34. The Titan and the Torment. It would be funny if I opened up to the story that's being adapted in this cartoon. I think he's fighting the Metal Master here. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? This is where he's up against Hercules. Yeah, 34. 35. Oh, Donald Trump is posting on Truth Social. It's popping up on my phone. Wonder what's going on now. Does this still have Bill Everett art in this issue? Yeah. Kirby and Bill Everett. 36. Like I said, this is how kids in the 70s discovered what their older brothers were able to read the first time around. Still Kirby and Everett. And it's that's 36. 37. Dang. They put the Iron Man story first in this issue and the Hulk story in the back. Oh my gosh. This 1965 I'd say 1965 was, and into 66, was the very peak of Marvel. This is just beyond all words great. Just great stuff. Kirby and Everett. When do you ever hear people on YouTube talking about how great Bill Everett was on Jack Kirby's? And this is 65. Yeah. But these giant sound effects are before the premiere of the Batman series. You would have thought that they were being influenced by the Batman series, but maybe the Batman series was being influenced by these comics. Here's 39. Now the artwork in the Submariner was very stately and Of course, Gene Colan and Dick Ayers. Wow. They're just hitting on all cylinders at this time period. 39. There's another copy of 39. 40. Anyway, what else is in this box? Oh, the beginning of Marvel Team Up is coming up. Another copy of 40, beautiful cover. Another copy of 40, 41. These comics are inexpensive. Well, it's got a Mark Jewelers insert. You can kind of tell they always have kind of a stiff feel because of the cardboard insert. Some people would just tear them out because it kind of made it kind of awkward to read it. It's too stiff, but now there's people that collect them. 42. 43. 'So we had an Iron Man, a Hulk, and then we'll have Birdman, and then Space Ghost, and they'll sign off with their superheroes for the day. 44, and then I'll turn the channel over where they'll have Linus the Lionhearted on Throwback TV. It's like my Saturday mornings planned out cartoon-wise. And then then at 9 o'clock, the superhero stuff starts. Okay, and then when Marie Severin does the art, Marie Severin's art kind of looks like when Bill Everett does Kirby. So it flows very well. When Kirby leaves and Bill Everett leaves, it's Marie Severin comes in, and it still looks very much the same. It's like two great tastes in one candy bar. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I understand they admitted that they changed the formula in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and they're promising to go back to the original. Dang. Okay, Herb Trimpe is now inking Marie Severin's pencils. Wow. Class of 75. They just had the 30th anniversary in Austin, a big celebration in a movie theater of the debut of Dazed and Confused, probably at the same theater in Austin where it premiered back in the 90s. Dazed and Confused came out in the 90s, and it was about, let's see, it was about 20 years before. Took place in 1976, right? And it came out maybe about 1995. And it was, now it's been 30 years since. It kind of blows your mind when you think. Now, what really is interesting is American Graffiti came out in 1973, and it took place in 1962, and when that came out in 1973, it seemed like it was about a million years in the past. It was so much had changed during the 60s, and the hippie movement, and the Vietnam War and everything, and it just nothing looked the same. Cars, everything looked very different by 1973. And And of course, American Graffiti had a lot of music that was actually from the 50s, because if you were listening to the radio in 1962, you'd still hear a lot of songs from the 50s. And really the 50s didn't really die until, I don't think, until the Kennedy assassination. And then within less than a month after Kennedy was assassinated, there was the Beatles debuting on TV, and then things really changed. This is a reprint of Hulk 102 when he got his own magazine, and they've recreated the cover to Hulk 102, but I don't think very well. It was so much better, the original cover. I don't know why they chose to do that. Who did that? Ron Wilson and Bob Sennett. Okay, that's not... So 56, and then I don't come back until 67. I wonder why. Why is there a big jump in my collection there? That's nuts, man. 56 to 67. Why did I don't know why. Sorry, I'm 68. Perhaps just lack of money. Could be, you know. 75. The Herb Trimpe is the artist at this point. The TV show was not on yet. I think it was just about to premiere. Oh, see, I'm right. Here, on this cover, it says Marvel's TV sensation. But anyone that watched that TV show, looking at the Hulk stuff of the 70s, of the 60s, I mean, this is so... The TV show wasn't anything like that. The TV show was good, but it really, you know, if some kid was buying this because they watched the TV show, they would be in for a whole different experience. 78. $79. Oh, here the comics went up to 40 cents. Yeah, that wasn't good. And 82. That's kind of a miserable cover, but come on. 83. 84. I don't know when they stopped publishing this comic. 85. At this point, I have a lot of the original comic. A lot of these original comics. Okay, then let's see what we got here. Marvel Superheroes Summer Special, which has nothing to do with that other comic. It's got a Tigra story. Another copy of that. Spring 1991. Winter Special, 80-page blockbuster, Winter 1991. It's already getting that horrible 90s look. Why did everything have to go bad, man? Why? Okay, this is 1990. These aren't in order. Doesn't matter. Just everything's ugly. The way they draw the Hulk, everything is just wretched. Okay. And then these, to me, this is like dollar bin stuff, but apparently people are fond about it. You know, here's one that I guess is a newsstand or whatever. I've got all of them except for the one with the one that's valuable with the where Spider-Man puts on the ugly new costume. So you don't need to see all those. You've got them all. You don't care. Okay, but Marvel Team Up. I don't have the first 4 issues. Here's number 5. Here's number 7. Yeah, comics still look cool at this time period, for sure. 7. Number 8, Spider-Man and the Cat. Ten is Spider-Man and the Human Torch. The first one I ever bought of Marvel Team Up. This is my childhood copy. Boy, it's kind of beat up. Number 12, Spider-Man and the Werewolf, and I bought it because of the werewolf. I didn't know how cool Spider-Man was yet at that time. Take me a year or so to discover that. Here's number 13. And this one I bought off the rack also. This is the second time I bought Marvel Team Up. It's number 15. And I bought that because of the Ghost Rider. And it's got a stamp from the PX I bought it at. You can see the red there. Oh, I see. It's a circular stamp. See? It says AAFES, AFES, American Armed Forces Exchange Service. I think that's what it stands for, 15. Number 17, Feel Stiff. It's got a Art Jewelers insert. There aren't many issues where Spider-Man's not in it. It's Human Torch and the Hulk. There's another copy of that. We're almost to the end of this box. Here's Marvel Team Up number 19. Again, it feels stiff. It has the Mark Jewelers insert that was only inserted in the copy sold at Army, Air Force, Navy bases for guys to buy jewelry for their fiance, girlfriend, wherever they were. There's 19, 20, 22, and 2 more beat up copies of 22. 23, they give Human Torch top billing with Iceman. There's another copy of that that's not bagged and boarded. It's when Crazy was doing the parody of Westworld. Okay. Another copy of that. 24, this one has a very lurid cover, like something from the pre-code horror days. Spider-Man and Brother Voodoo. Brother Voodoo has yet to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think the character has a different name now. I'm not really got a bunch of copies of that. I don't know. And then the Human Torch gets the comic for a month. Oh, look at this Haunt of Horror ad. Got 3 copies of that one. Don't worry, we're almost done. This is a childhood copy, and it's Mark Jewelers. Here's, I was buying comics at the PX. Here's 27. Here's 30. And 31. And that's, here's another copy of 31. And amazing. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. And then there's probably a whole box of Marvel Team. The next box is probably going to be almost all Marvel Team Up. Oh well. Isn't that fascinating? What the hell? Okay. Well, that was just so much fun. Okay. Trump just posted again. Wonder what he's talking about this morning. Okay. Okay. See what the weather's doing today. Well, let's get these lights turned off. People did the things I saw people do morning. It's Saturday morning, man. KLF 1190. Here's the Cure on the Grottu Orloff Show. Hey, you're tuned into the Grottu Orloff Show, Saturday morning, April 18th, 2026, KLF 1190.
Rock all day, Grottu Orloff Show. did you die, Casper? I heard you were in a flaming car wreck, but it didn't matter 'cause your head was so big. It had its own orbit. Casper, the friendly ghost. Your head is so big. How did you die, Casper? You make people shit their pants. I heard you were in a flaming car wreck. It didn't matter 'cause your head was so big. And your head had its own orbit. With your poltergeist ways. Casper, the friendly ghost. How did you die, Casper? You make people shit their pants. I heard you were in a flaming car wreck. Casper, the friendly ghost. Your head is so big. How did you die, Casper? You make people shit their pants. rusted nails, savage sword. Conan and his kind, dark pages turn my mind. King Cole and his hatchet, deep within my mind. World filled with lust and rage crumbles from the pen to the page of King Cole and his hatchet, deep within my mind. I love Robert E. Howard. I love Robert E. Howard.
It's the Grottu Orloff Show, Saturday morning.
Everybody!
KLAF.
Boys and girls, I'm Charlie Manson. Thank you very much. It's good to be back here at the Carousel Club. This is from my new album on Poontang Records. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. Dread Dorman Man, he's got a third eye. He can see right through you. From the nether dimension, beyond all time. Dread Dorman, evil and sublime. It's a pity you don't have a clue. It's too late to run and hide. It's too late to run and hide. Dread Dorman, you can't even say his name or he'll know you. Worse than the worst of your nightmare dreams. It's so much worse than it seems. Dread Dorman, it's a pity you don't have a clue. It's too late to run and hide. It's too late to run and hide. Dread Dorman, Dread
Hey, boys and girls, we're the Beagles. It's great to be back at King Kong Gyros and Burgers in Omaha, Nebraska. Here's a song we just recorded last summer. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to shrink your hair, baby, and hang it on my wall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you love my hair, baby. I know you want it all. I want to shrink your hair, baby, and hang it on is coming after you. Ha! The mad doctor of Blood Island is coming after you. The mad doctor of Blood Island is coming after you. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor. Doctor of Blood Island is coming after you. The mad doctor of Blood Island is coming after you. The mad doctor of Blood Island, hey, is coming after you. The mad doctor of Blood Island is coming after you. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor. He's a mad doctor.
Holy shit. I gotta tell you, Grottu Orloff is the greatest. Here's my favorite song of all time.
Hey, boys and girls, we're the Beatles. It's great to be back at Redbird Mall. Here's a song we just recorded last summer. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the Silver Age of comic books. So give your favorite heroes a look. 'Cause they'll all die in crisis on infinite Earths. But for now they'll be just fine. So make some time. There's Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and the Martian, Manhunter, and the Flash. But all of them will die in crisis on infinite Earths. But for now they're doing fine. So make some time and get down. It's the Silver Age of comic books. So give your favorite heroes a look. 'Cause they'll all die in crisis on infinite Earths. But for now they're doing fine. So make some time. Oh, it's the Silver Age of comic books.
Hey, it's the Silver Age of comic books here on KLAF 1190. The Grottu Orloff Show, Saturday morning.
Monster kid, and I love monsters. I love famous monsters magazine. I am a monster kid, and I love monsters. I love famous monsters magazine. And Shark Theater too. I built a monster model kits. I built a monster model kits. I built a monster model kits. I built a monster model kits.
Amityville will have its finest hour when the grave opens and Count Yorga returns to walk among the living.
Wouldn't it be something if vampires did exist?
They do. Not in the classical sense, of course, but there are those who thirst for blood. In fact, thrive on it.
Can the dead desire? Can the lifeless lust? Can a vampire fall in love and give a normal kiss?
Cynthia, what if I told you I possess the power to give you eternal life? Right now, this very moment.
I'd say you were marvelously mad.
Count Yorga returns from the land of the dead to seek a mate from among the living. This time it might be you.
One never knows when he might encounter some of the more unusual truths that exist in this world.
See The Return of Count Yorga, the most unearthly love story ever filmed. Here is a vampire picture you can really get your teeth into. In color, rated GP.
Now playing at a theater or drive-in near you.
There's a lot of talk these days about the growing world food shortage. You can see people slowly starving to death right here. It's tragic and terrifying. Stop and imagine just for a moment what would happen if all of a sudden, tonight, a strange virus brought all the dead back to life. What would they eat? They'd eat you. It's back. The original, uncut, uncensored version of The Night of the Living Dead, the granddaddy of super shockers. The Night of the Living Dead, the movie television will never be able to show intact. Even the exhibitors prefer not to show it except very late at night. The original, uncut Night of the Living Dead, banned in 36 countries. The one nightmare you'll never forget. Back for a special late show.
Now playing in a theater or drive-in near you.
Earthquake. A skyscraper falls, freeways collapse, a city crumbles. You feel it as well as see it in Sense-Around. Earthquake in Sense-Around. It's like living through an actual earthquake. Rated PG. Earthquake. An event.
Now playing at the Granada Theater in Sense-Around.
Frankenstein, born again to rule in terror. Frankenstein, unleashed to conquer all, defying the force of armies, the might of navies, and the fury of jets. Frankenstein conquers the world. See Frankenstein Conquers the World, starring Nick Adams, and Frankenstein, a 100-foot monster bigger than the giant screen. In color scope from American International Pictures.
Now playing.
To King Kong, home of the best gyros in Omaha.
No gyros, gyros.
Come in and try our delicious gyros plate, a Greek salad, Philly cheesesteak, top sirloin, or one of our famous King Kong burgers, big enough to feed King Kong. Our food is the best in the Midwest, using only the freshest ingredients.
For the best gyros in Omaha.
No gyros, gyros. Gamma, Y, R-O-S. Gyros.
King Kong Restaurant, 44th and Don.
Welcome to Pioneer. May I help you? Oh, well, right now when you buy a 10-piece bucket of Pioneer chicken for just $5.99 and a regular Pepsi, you'll get a free Pepsi mug and a free kids ticket to Universal Studios tour. It's a monster of a deal.
Buy a 10-piece bucket of Pioneer chicken for just $5.99 and a regular Pepsi, and get a free Pepsi mug and a free kids ticket to Universal Studios tour to see King Kong.
Isn't he supposed to be on top of the Empire State Building?
He's a big star on the side of his car. There's an oval of red, white, and blue. And he's the name, part of his fame. STP is the racer's edge. Daytona to Richmond, he's won all the big ones. At NASCAR they call him the king. And he's the name, part of his fame. STP is the racer's edge.
To me, there's no greater feeling than roaring by a checkered flag. But at speeds like 180 miles an hour, you got to be more than a good driver. Your engine's got to hold up. That's why I run on STP oil treatment and STP double oil filter. I like to finish what I start. Try them in your family car.
STP
America's greatest. KLIF 1190. Always first with the hits.
Well, I can see he's out there dressed in black. Well, he's the one and only. He's Batman. He's my superhero. That's who he is. And I can tell you, well, he never misses. Oh yeah, he saves me every night. Oh yeah, when I'm in a fright. Oh yeah, he saves me every time, and I know I'm in love with Batman. He's a detective. He's a crusader. I love the way he dresses in a black cape. He has a sidekick. His name is Robin. And I can tell you they always get the job done. Oh yeah, he saves me every night. Oh yeah, when I'm in a fright. Oh yeah, he saves me every time, and I know I'm in love with Batman. I can tell you they always get the job done. Oh yeah, he saves me every night. Oh yeah, when I'm in a fright. Oh yeah, he saves me every time. And I know I'm in love with Batman.
Hey boys and girls, it's great to be back here at Taco Cabana in Grand Prairie, Texas. We're the warmongers. Are you ready? Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm crazy about Mad Magazine. And I am fond of the trash in their pages. And I can get all the laughs I need without the bother of looking for a stand-up comic. All the crazy gags you'll ever wanna read. That's how I feel about Mad Magazine. When I pick up a copy, I am lost in wonder. All I wanna do is read another. I am crazy about Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine is my cup of tea. Alfred E. Newman's the man that I want. With other magazines, with other magazines, I would disagree that you could be so entertained with all their pages. 'Cause they don't have Alfred Newman's face, the same one they have on the front of every case. And they don't have all the great parodies of movies, TV, and other publications. I'm a sucker for Mad Magazine. There's just nothing that comes close. It brings joy and glee. If I had to
highlights. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. He won't buy me flowers. He won't hold my hand. Says he has a big date with a trash can. And it's so hard to tell him. But he makes me wanna vomit. My boyfriend's a big pile of garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. My boyfriend's a big pile of garbage. The doctor told him that he's gonna die if he doesn't change his diet, but he won't try. He's gonna live and die like a rat on a dirty old bar. My boyfriend's a big pile of garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. My boyfriend's a big pile of garbage. Well, his breath stinks, his feet stink, his clothes stink, his mind stinks. He's gonna die alone in the corner in the dark. My boyfriend's a big pile of garbage.
Hey, boys and girls! It's great to be back here at Bailey Junior High School. We're the Tacos. This is our new record. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I made love to a gorilla on the planet of the apes. It was great, so great. With an 8-foot-tall gorilla on the planet of the apes. On the planet of the apes. It was the biggest thing I'd ever seen. With her hairy lips and her eyes of green, she took me down to the ground. With her gorilla love all around, I made love to a gorilla on the planet of the apes. On the planet of the apes. On the planet of the apes. Oh, on the planet of the apes. Chance to get gorilla love with my pants, but now I'm here and I'll never leave. I don't care if you don't believe. Grottu Orloff plays the best music on the radio. He's so bored in your car at work, at home by the pool. Grottu Orloff, Grottu Orloff, Grottu Orloff, Grottu Orloff. Hey, let me tell you something. Okay. Grottu Orloff plays the best music on the radio. He's so Grottu Orloff, Grottu
his grace. Grottu Orloff. Grottu Orloff. Grottu Orloff.
Good morning, the world is bright and new. Sit tight, you're always right with KLIF 1190.
Who can fathom a captain so marveled? Fury has all the power to be Sarge. To my door came an angel with a first edition. Wow. And now the whole world is just marvel. Ain't it? Peter Parker is known to amaze. It's Doctor Strange, how Mr. Strange isn't Doctor Strange. They have a namer that's known to submariner, and now the whole world is just marvel. Ain't it? And it has been all my life, and now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive during the Marvel Age of comics. The man without fear makes an appearance, and a fury that leads in both defense and shield. But our world of Thor was first told in the New World, and now the whole world is just marvel. Ain't it? And it has been all my life, and now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive during the Marvel Age of comics. And now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive. And now I'm proud to be alive during the Marvel Age of comics.
I went to the planet Barsoom, tried to sweep a Martian girl off her feet. But on Barsoom, the women are taller than me. I went to the planet Barsoom and tried to be a hero to the Martians there. But they said, we're good, we're just glad you made it back here. And then they gave me a song to sing, It's not about me, it's about you. I went to the Planet Barson, just like John Carter did, and I had to leave soon. I guess I'll just be a normal kid. But sometimes I still see the stars, and I hear the Martians play guitars, and I remember a song that they sang to me. It went like this: when you're feeling blue, remember it's not about you, it's about someone else that needs your help, and you're the only one that can make it right. So get up, get out there, and shine your light, 'cause it's not about you, it's about you.
Hey, boys and girls! It's nice to be back here at the Forum 303 Mall. We're the Double Barrows! I wrote this song last summer about my favorite comic book. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4! They call him Conan. My
strut. Some like 'em quiet, some like 'em tall, some like 'em with a kissing technique. Some like a man who doesn't speak. But when it comes to the man I love, I'm proud that my boyfriend collects comic books. I don't mean to brag, but my man is cute. He looks so good in his Superman suit, and in his heart I am the only one. I am his girl, I am his fun. He likes to think of me as Lois Lane. I'm proud that my boyfriend collects comic books. He's a real good man, and he keeps me laughing. All his love and affection's just about a passing. He can fly through the air like a bird on the wing. He's better than a movie star or a king. Some girls like 'em rich, some like 'em tall, some like a guy who has it all. But when it comes to the man I love, I'm proud that my boyfriend collects comic books. Hey boys and girls, it's nice to be back here at the Forum 303 Mall. We're the Warriors! I wrote this song last summer about my favorite comic book character. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4! She comes from the future, the 23rd century. She could have any man, but she fell in love with me. She's 6'7" with eyes of fire. She's got the strength of 1,000 men, but she never tires. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. She says she can't live in a world like mine, where women are oppressed and masculinity is the sign. She's got a plan to save all mankind. All I can say is that I'm glad she's on my side. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. They call her Thundra. And if you see her coming, better get out of her way. She'll kick your ass from Dallas to LA. 'Cause she's the meanest woman that you've ever seen. She's the closest thing you'll find to a fighting machine. I never should have called him down from heaven. He came and drove me wild with love and sin. If I could go back now and do it over, I'd ask him to go home, not to come in. My
He'll lift me up and throw me in the air. My mama always told me, don't you dare. But if you saw him, you wouldn't really care. My baby's a Nephilim. My baby's a Nephilim. He's taller than the tallest man. My baby's a Nephilim. He knows things he shouldn't know. He's from the days of old. He's stronger than a dozen men. He's taller than the tallest man. The town all calls me crazy, calls me mad, but I don't see what's so wrong about that. If they had what I had, they'd be glad. They'd be asking how they can have what I have. My baby's a Nephilim. My baby's a Nephilim. He's taller than the tallest man. My baby's a Nephilim.
Holy shit! I love Grottu Orloff. The music he plays reminds me of the good old days. Shit, yeah.
Remember this big cliff classic. KLIF 1190.
Now, the big sound of Vox, guitars, amps, and continental organ. Vox. Vox.
Vox is the sound at the top.
Like the Beatles. The Stones. The Animals, Jerry and the Pacemakers, the Dave Clark Five, the Kings, four of the other Raiders, they all use Vox. It's what's happening. Vox. Vox.
Vox is the sound at the top.
Vox. It's what's happening, baby.
Hey, we've got a picture of four friends of yours. Their first names are Ringo, John, Paul, and George. You're right, the Beatles! Aren't they great? Why, I flicked my wig for them. And here's an even bigger surprise. A Beatles game from Milton Bradley. And you'll flip your wig when you play it. Yes, sir, when you play the Beatles game, you take the part of a Beatle. Then you begin collecting and trading cards like these. John's guitar, Ringo's drums, Paul's autograph. And you're trying to get a complete set about your favorite Beatle. First one who does wins the game. That's Milton Bradley's Beatles game. And here they are again. Get Milton Bradley's Beatles game.
Remember this big cliff classic.
KLIF 1190.
Hey everybody, boys and girls, we're the Martians. It's good to be back here at Showbiz Pizza. This is from our new album. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. She lives on the hill where the witches fly. She sleeps in the bed where the monsters hide. I'll be her best friend till the end of time. I'm in love with the daughter of Frankenstein. Yeah, yeah. Frankenstein's daughter. Yeah, yeah. Frankenstein's daughter. She's covered in scars and her hair is green. She might be the bride of a magazine. She says she's mine, 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 all mine. I'm in love with the daughter of Frankenstein. Yeah, yeah. Frankenstein's daughter. Yeah, yeah. Frankenstein's daughter. The scariest girl you'll ever meet. I'm terrified. She's sweet. She says she'll love me forevermore. I'm terrified of that. That's for sure. She's got a big heart and her eyes are wide. She loves all the kids and she's kind inside. She'll love me till I die, 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 die. I'll die. I'm in love with the daughter of Frankenstein.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Miss Bertha Gonorrhea!
His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive. And if you want to see him, you can come down to his dojo. It's on North Ashland Avenue, and you can get some lessons from the master if you want to, but I wouldn't try to fight him if I were you, 'cause they call him Count Dante. He's an expert at karate, and he's deadly with a knife. His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive. So if you meet him in the alley, better say you're sorry, and don't look him in the eye, or you might just end up with a shuriken stuck in your body, and nobody will hear you when you cry, 'cause they call him Count Dante. He's an expert at karate, and he's deadly with a knife. His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive. Yeah, they call him Count Dante. He's an expert at karate, and he's deadly with a knife. His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive. Yeah, they call him Count Dante. He's an expert at karate, and he's deadly with a knife. His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive. Yeah, they call him Count Dante. He's an expert at karate, and he's deadly with a knife. His true identity's a mystery, but they call him Count Dante, the deadliest man alive.
You have now entered the planet of the apes, where man is the lowest animal and the ape is king. Beware of their power, for it is greater than your own. We've got to get out of here. I said, good God Almighty, it's a big gorilla.
She said, yeah, baby, and it's got a gun.
Well, the monkey got in the driver's seat,
And he said, buckle up, let's have some fun.
and he went,
Imitates car engine. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes.
she said, I don't think this is a planet. I said, baby, where are we? Well, she looked out the window and she pointed at the sign, and it said,
Hollywood, California, 1963. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes. I said, I don't think we're going to make it. She said, oh, we're in the
It's getting harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
I said, good God Almighty, it's a big gorilla.
She said, yeah, baby, and it's got a gun.
Well, the monkey got in the driver's seat.
And he said, buckle up, let's have some fun. And he went,
Imitates car engine. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes. We've got to escape from the planet of the apes.
KLIF 1190.